Hello children, welcome back to my talks, and here I am with another poem, Fire and Ice, okay, by Robert Frost. So Fire and Ice, Robert Frost, and the central idea first I'll talk about, okay. So the entire poetry revolves around love, compassion, equality, okay, consideration and sympathy, okay. It says that this alone can help mankind. If mankind has to be helped, all these virtues can help mankind, okay, and it can help mankind in establishing peace on the earth, okay. So fire and ice are symbolics, okay, that are used over here. Fire symbolizes desire and it can bring an end to this world, okay, the desires, and ice symbolizes coldness, hate, indifference, okay, in human relationships, and can be the cause of the end of the world. So both of them in their own ways. So too much desire and too much coldness brings an end to the world. That is what is the central idea of this particular poetry. And the poetic devices are symbolism, that is fire is used as a symbol of desire, ice stands for coldness and indifference. Paradox, okay, it is a true statement which seems untrue, that is the sentence is, it is in, but if it had to perish twice, it is in perish twice, okay. An alliteration, that is SS, as I told you the repetitions. Some say the world will end in fire, okay. So S, some say, W and W, world and will. Then some say nice, S and S, some say, okay. I told with those who favor fire, F and F, favor and fire. Then we have the imagery, okay. Imagery, fire and ice stands for desire, passion and hatred and all, as we did. Fire also connotes the feeling of heat and burning pain, okay, and ice connotes the feeling of coldness, hatred, intolerance and indifference. Rhyme scheme is AB, AAB, CB, CB, okay, AB, then AAB, then CB, CB. Let's come to first paragraph. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Okay, so here what he says, the poem wonders whether the world will end in fire or in ice. Okay, both the things stand contrast. One is heat and one is cold. Okay, they are opposite to each other. These are symbols of passion and desire and coldness, hate and indifference in human relationships. So there are people who say that fire, that is heat and passion, will end the world, and there are also people who say ice will end the world. So the poet tells that he personally is of the opinion that other things like greed, jealousy, hatred, indifference, etc. can also consume the world. Okay. Next is the second paragraph. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. So here the poet admits that fire and ice shall bring an end to the world, but hatred is not less an evil, okay, that will bring an end to the world. The power of hatred, that is symbolized in ice, and it is as powerful as desire, that is fire, and desire consumes quickly, so the hatred, okay, both of it together. Hatred is long lasting and gets into the people's hearts. It is unlike the fire that comes to the end, physically speaking, if we say, and it lasts throughout the life, okay. It can be a potent weapon to blast the entire world. Thus fire, ice, hatred, etc. are symbolically more powerful weapons than the nuclear weapons, according to the poet. And this message underlines the essence, the main theme of the poetry. So this poetry again is really a good one, okay, will drive you to think about how the world can come to an end, okay, by Robert Frost, and it stands true today itself, today also. So children, you must have understood the poetry, okay. Hope you are enjoying English, okay. So do like, share and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Thank you. Thank you for watching.